Standard 7th, Subject Maths, Chapter 1, Geometrical Constructions, Practice Set 6. Dear students, let us learn now about congruence of segments. Activity: take a rectangular paper, place two opposite sides one upon the other. They coincide exactly. So when you fold the paper for craft work, you have seen that the two opposite edges of a rectangular paper fall one above the other exactly. That means they coincide. So opposite sides of the rectangular paper coincide and hence are congruent. Using the ruler, measure the lengths of seg AB and seg PQ. This activity is for you in your textbook on page number 7. So you can use a scale, a ruler, and measure the lengths of seg AB here and also of seg PQ. And you will write down the measurements of length AB and length PQ in your textbook. You will see that length AB is 4 cm and length PQ is also 4 cm. Since the length of two segments is the same, if placed one above the other, they will coincide. We can infer from this that if two line segments have the same lengths, they coincide exactly with each other. That is, they are congruent. If seg AB and seg PQ are congruent, it is written as seg AB congruent to seg PQ. So this is the sign of congruence. So now you know, if given line segments are equal in length, they are congruent. From the shape below, write the names of the pairs of congruent line segments. It's in your textbook on page number 8. So by looking at the figure, you will come to know that seg AB here, is congruent to seg DC. Opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. They are congruent. They can coincide exactly with each other. So this is a cuboid. Seg AE. Let's look at seg AE. It's here. Seg AE is congruent to seg BH. So seg BH is here. This is seg BH. Next, we have to write down the answer. Seg EF. So let's look at seg EF. EF is at the bottom here. Is congruent to, yes, you can say seg HG. And seg DF, which is here, is congruent to seg CG. But is DF congruent only to CG? There are two more sides to which seg DF is congruent. Yes, seg AE and seg BH. So let's see the solution. Seg EF, which we have to write congruent. So I mentioned to you earlier, seg EF is congruent to seg HG or AD. So you can take any one to write in your textbook. AD or BC or seg HG. Since all four are congruent. It's shown here in the solution. Next, seg DF. So seg DF, as I told you, is congruent to seg CG. You can write in your textbook congruent to seg CG. Also, it is congruent to seg EE and also congruent to seg BH. So this way, we can write the names of the pairs of congruent line segments. So now let us begin with our practice set 6. Question number 1. Write the names of pairs of congruent line segments. Use a divider to find them. Okay, so we don't have to use a scale. With a divider which has got pointer on both ends, we will use a divider from your compass box to measure, and then accordingly we will write the solution. 4 answers are already given here of congruent line segments. Let's have a look at how we can measure it. So in your textbook on page 8, you have practice set 6. In the divider, we measure GM and then from G we measure GR. It's exactly the same. So without shifting the distance, if we get same, we mark that GM is same as GR and we write seg GM congruent, or MG, one and the same, congruent to seg GR. Seg MG congruent to seg GR. Okay, a segment can be read as from any end, MG or GM. Now I see that MG and MG is also congruent. So I will mark the sign of congruence, that even this one is equal. So seg MG, and we put the symbol of congruence, is congruent to seg NG. So this way we have got first two answers. Now third one. Let's check with the other segment. Seg GC will check. So GC is little longer. So we extend the divider and we see which one is matching. GR is not matching, but yes, GH is perfectly matching GB. So GB, I will mark two lines along with GR, along with GC. So we write seg GC is congruent, see the congruent symbol, to seg GB. See the third answer. Seg GC is congruent to seg GB. Now which ones are left? Let's see seg GE which is left. Is it congruent to any other side? So seg GE, we take in the divider, adjust the divider such that you take the endpoints perfectly and check with whom it will match. Is it matching with GR? Yes. GE is matching with GR perfectly, equal distance. So we can say that we can mark here with a single line, because GR is also marked with a single line to show that they are equal, and write down seg GE is congruent to seg GR. So this way you will get many pairs of congruent sides here. Whichever you feel, you can write the correct answers from the given segments. You can choose your segments, you can match them and write. So you will see that seg NG here, NG, okay, is also equal to seg MG, which is also equal to seg GE, and it is also equal to seg GR. That means 4 are equal in length. So you can form any pairs. So this question has got multiple answers. You are supposed to write any 4 congruent pairs of sides. Now let's move on to question number 2. Question number 2. On the line below, the distance between any two adjoining points shown on its equal. So on the line below, the distance between any two adjoining points shown on it is equal. That means between Q and P there is equal distance. Between P and Z, Z and Y, so equal distance. So hence we have to fill in the blanks. Seg AB is congruent to which segment? So we see seg AB is here, AB. So from A to B only 2 points are covered. So you can take, again this question has got multiple answers. You can take any 2 points, YX, XW, any 2 points. So let's have a look at the answer. Seg AB is here on the number line, and now we have to choose its congruent. So let's take WA, which is just next to it. So we will write seg AB is congruent to seg WA. Now seg AP. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points have to be covered. So we can start from say Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. YC. So seg AP we can write congruent to seg YC. So we can check with a divider. Let's check AP is so much. Is YC the same? Yes. That means since they are at equal distance from each other, we can take as many points. Now AC. AC comprises 3 points from A to C. So from P to Y, we can take PY. So this way we can complete our congruence. Any 3 you can take. Now by, seg by, check seg by. B to y, how many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points are covered. So take any letter and cover 5 points. See where you reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from P to W, PW. So I'll write seg PW is congruent to seg BY. Okay. So we have to match that many points as many in the question. YQ. YQ is how many points? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points are covered. So let's mark from Y to other side 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. YA. So we can say seg YA is congruent to seg YQ. So let me check once with the divider. YQ is this much. Now I want to check YA. So I will keep on Y and see exactly as much as YQ is seg YA. Now BW. B to W is 3 points. 1, 2, 3. So where do we start from? Choose any point. Say Z. And we count towards the left. 1, 2, 3. So ZQ. I will write seg BW is congruent to seg ZQ. So this way we have completed our question number 2 and also our practice set 6. So students, hope you have understood this practice set well. Do solve the sums in your notebook for a better understanding. Stay safe, keep learning, and thank you.